Hello, this is Ian's POV. There was reports in the paper, and the news channels have picked it up. Some of the podcasters have picked it up. That the Labour Party have been putting candidates forward at elections to take votes away from other candidates. So if you've got Labour and Tory, or like the frontrunners and Liberal Democrats, they'll put fake candidates up as weird names. They will be talking Tory or they'll be talking Liberal Democrat to take those votes away. So the Tory and Liberal Democrat votes go down, allowing the Labour Party vote to stay high. And they're using even false names, this guy was saying. But it's like, they pick somebody, put him up as an independent or, save the sports field or whatever. And that's to take votes away from the other parties because they know. But the person that they put up doesn't have a go at Labour. Or they might have a go at Labour so that they get the Tory vote. Do you see how it works? Now, there has been a bit, well, I think it's widespread now, of election fraud in this country. They talk about family voting now, that a husband would take his wife and his 2 kids into a polling booth and make sure that they put their cross where he says. And they call it family voting. It's illegal. When you go into a booth, it's you on your own. That is illegal. That's election fraud. No 2 ways about it. Oh, they're Asian. They do that sort of thing. No, they don't. Not in this country. The other thing they were doing, and this was in Birmingham a few years ago, 2 councillors, 2 Labour councillors from Birmingham, done 2 years each for election fraud. What they were doing was going round social housing. People on what they call now social credit, don't they? Making sure that they get a postal vote. And then they would go around and collect all the postal votes. Oh, that's all right, I'll fill it in for you. And then obviously they'd all fill it in for Labour. And as they were councillors, I expect they were filling it in for themselves. And they got 2 years each for that. Now you've got what they call family voting. A family will get postal votes, and a house might, what you've got, husband, wife, 3 kids. All kids are obviously over 18, so they can vote. Husband will take all the posting votes and fill them all in himself. The people will sign it to make it look authentic, but he'll put a cross on it, all for the same person. This is election fraud. And this is happening in this country. This big thing about Labour putting false candidates up. You get a by-election, you look how many people stand. You might get 10 or 15 people stand. That is to take the vote away from the other parties so Labour can win. And it's nasty. It's illegal. The problem is proving it. And the problem is having the will to do something about it. They're not stopping the election fraud in the polling station. They're allowing the man to watch over the woman to make sure that she votes how he wants. I've got an idea. put 2 election boxes up with a card, right, over the top. And what you do is, if you see the man overlooking the woman, you move the card. So this bin is family voting. Then you move it back again, and you got single voting here. If you see any family voting, you move the card over. So you know that everything in that election, in that box, is family voting, and then you make a report and scrap it. Now, I wanted to film people doing the election, and I was told I was not allowed to film in the polling station. I could film outside, but I wasn't allowed to film inside. There should be a camera in there to spot family voting. And the people family voting should be charged with the election fraud. It's that simple. Because then you'd have the evidence. If there's no family voting, then afterwards the video gets scrapped. If there is family voting and you can identify the people, and they're going in with the polling cards anyway, so you've got their identity anyway. And they mark them off on the electoral roll. If they see it, all the teller's got to do is put cross there. Family voting. And then you've got the name then, haven't you? It's ever so simple. Anyway, we need free and fair elections in this country. It's what we were known for. It's what we've always stood up for. And the government and the country is letting us down. Everybody. Anyway, Ian, bye-bye for now.